Continuing our review of auction 10, this card comes again from the submission to SGC that occurred over this year's national convention. This is one of the final issues from that submission that we have had the pleasure of auctioning. This is one of the crown jewels from the grouping. When we zoom in, it's just a staggering card. We actually just can't understand the grade, to be honest. It's a recipient of the high-end designation. It looks like a strong 5. We've looked everywhere for flaws that might justify the grade. It just looks like a card that should probably be reviewed. All told, this is one of the most important cards from the 1920s, maybe our favorite from that era that we've ever brokered. We'll go ahead and zoom in here on the corners so people can see what we're talking about. No card is perfect. This one's no exception, but you'll see the corners, though not deadly sharp, are still mostly square. They have little bits of wear right at the extreme tips. The edges are almost completely void of chipping. The only chip we can really find is this one right here. It's subtle. Other than that, all 4 corners are about as uniform as it gets, and the surfaces on this card are just fantastic. It's not dead centered, but it's centered pretty well. We'll flip it over, show you the back. Same thing with the corners. But this is one of those cards that if it graded a 6, you wouldn't think anything of it. Graded at a 4, we just think it's very, very conservative. And definitely a card that we would want to consider sending back in for review. The surfaces, we can't find any wrinkles, the creases of any kind. The print's really good for the issue. This card is just a stunner. It's one of the, I would say top couple Babe Ruth cards that we've ever had the pleasure of brokering, and this one is easily the most impressive of the E121s that we can remember selling. It's just a really special card. It really comes highly recommended.